black thing go from left to right, and I thought, I'm going to die out here. No one's ever going to know.
I couldn't believe what my eyeballs were showing me. I'll never forget how evil the eyes were. It was horrible. I mean, I've never seen nothing that evil.
It ran towards me at a rate that I can't even explain. Turned and stared at me, and this look of, I just want to kill you. I want to say it was human, but it wasn't.
He was yelling at me to grab a gun, grab a gun. I was like, for what? He said, just grab a gun. And there's footprints all the way to the door of my house. It had went inside my garage all the way to the door.
911, what are you reporting?
Jesus Christ, you better...
Sir?
See ya!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh.
You're listening to Sasquatch Chronicles. Check us out online at sasquatchchronicles.com. If you've had an encounter, email me. My email address is wes@sasquatchchronicles.com. Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. Got a great show planned for you tonight. Going to be doing an open mic session. I was actually going to take this weekend off for a little holiday weekend, but I couldn't stay away from you guys. Hope you guys enjoy the show tonight. As far as these open mic shows go, it's still in kind of the infancy. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing them. I put a thing out on the last open mic. If you guys the members are interested in coming on, talking with myself, Duke, and Woody when he's available, I'd love to have you guys on. I know a lot of people go to the forums, they post their ideas there, and I love reading some of those and just getting your guys' different takes on this subject of Sasquatch. What I thought would be cool is to have you guys come on the air with us, if you want to, and share your ideas, share what you're thinking about the subject. So I'm opening it up now to the members. If you'd like to come on, I know I've gotten about 10 emails so far, just off of the blog post. But shoot me an email. Just label it open mic, throw your number in there, and if you have an interesting topic, throw that in there too as well. If you're not sure on a topic, you just want to put your number in there, throw it on. I'd love to have you on and join the discussion. I hope the audience likes the open mic. I'm not sure if the audience likes it now or not. It seems like in the last one, most people didn't like it, so I'm not really sure why I'm doing it in tonight. But, I thought, hey, why not? Let's throw some ideas out there. Tonight we'll be talking about the government cover-up of Sasquatch and some other topics. And Duke will be joining me. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Are you guys full? Are you guys sick of turkey? I know Woody and I went up to Yakult Mountain Thursday night, and we took some turkey sandwiches with us and had a lot of fun. Didn't see anything, didn't hear anything. It's been raining pretty bad. Most of the roads up there are washed out, so I didn't want to stay too long because I didn't want to end up staying the night up there. But had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time with family and friends during Thanksgiving. But I really appreciate you guys being here tonight. I hope you're entertained. I hope you're able to walk away with something. Before we jump into the open mic, I want to invite Patrick to the show. Patrick, thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
If you would, for the audience, I was reading through your email, and I was very interested in your email because I've spoken with a lot of hunters who've had very similar type of experiences, and I was fascinated by it. I thought it was an interesting encounter. I know you didn't see the creature, but I really was fascinated with it. There's a lot of phenomenon that goes on and around the Sasquatch encounters, like people freezing, stopping dead in their tracks, feeling like they're being watched. I've had a lot of hunters say, I felt like I was having a panic attack for no reason. Just out of the blue, I was having a panic attack. And I felt that my life was in danger. And yet they can't really explain why but with your encounter, there's a lot of odd things that happened around your encounter. And I think you were probably almost too close to a Sasquatch. But I don't want to ruin it for the audience. If you would kind of start from the beginning and walk us into what happened.
Yeah, sure. And really, let me kind of just set the stage here that, when most people think of Florida, just like when I think of someplace, I think of the postcard pictures I see of it. And so we always think of beaches and,
Yeah.
Nice sandy beaches. And there are those. That's really nice. But that's just around the edge of Florida. But what most people don't know is once you get inside and away from that, and you're away from any cities, it's there's a lot of places that are really thick, and the growth down here, the woods, are just a real tangled, thick, really dense canopy. And most of Florida is that way. Where you find cities, they hack their way through it. But where we live up in Marion County, it's kind of north central. It's just below Gainesville. If you were to maybe go east 80 miles or so, you'd be at Daytona Beach. If you went west, you'd be on the west coast over at Crystal River. But between Ocala and Daytona Beach is the Ocala National Forest, and it's just a big, big area. It goes up near Palatka, and it's just a real large area of just what I just described, really dense undergrowth, and not really the place you want to go and just walk around, just not very hospitable. But where we were hunting, where we had a little place up here between Gainesville and Ocala, it was a little town called McIntosh, real pretty little place, and really it was just a wide spot in the road. And we had a little property off to just about a mile outside of town, and it actually belonged to a friend of ours, and we hunted it for quite a few years, and we had really refined it to where, man, the deer were just really thick in there. The deer were thick there to begin with, but we just got it in good shape for hunting, and we always had a really good place to go and just not only just hunt, but just go up and sit in the stand and watch everything going on. So it was really a nice place. When you go into this property, one thing I didn't mention in my email, you pull off the main road and you go down it's just a little trail pretty much. You can drive your truck a ways, and there's a big drainage ditch on the left. It's probably 15 feet across and maybe 7 feet deep. And the reason I know that is I went down in it one time, and I was really surprised at how deep it was. But it ran the whole length of one side of the property and went even further. But when you come around, it kind of makes like a horseshoe shape. We had a couple stands right on the edge of the woods there. So we were real familiar with it. Down here, hunting season, bow season opens in September, about the third week. So about June or so, we would go out there and start planting food plots and putting out corn and things, which you're totally allowed to do, which is what we would do. And then by September, the deer would really be coming through, and we would have our cameras out there, and it was insane how many deer we would see. But we were very familiar with the property and always really comfortable there. So it was about I think 3 years ago. That's what I said in my email. It was three-ish years ago. I was in there hunting by myself one time, and usually, the deer will come out right around, just like everywhere, deer come out at sunset, and that's when we would have our best luck. Well, I was in there by myself, and I had done that just countless times, and I'd been, totally at ease with it. And in fact, sometimes I'd been in there and the sun had gone down. I'd be stuck in that stand because the deer were down below me. I didn't want to spook them. So on this particular night, though, sun went down and I was coming on out of there, and I wasn't really that far from the stand. I wasn't quite halfway to my truck. The truck wasn't that far away. The truck was maybe 200 yards from the stand. I was walking along, and just like you said, I just hit a wall. I just stopped. My feet stopped moving, and this little thing in my head said, "Stop." And I did, and I was just overpowered with this terrible primal fear. I mean, it was just